All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Paycheck, Daily Paycheck. Here we are on Casino Gaming TV. I'm running a strategy this week. And again, this show is designed to kind of stress test strategies for five days or so in a row. See how solid they are. See if I can't make 10% a day, right? We're looking to find a way to retire, right? Being a professional craps player, which is impossible, but it's fun as hell trying. And here we go. What strategy works the best? What strategy is most conducive to winning 10% on the regular? This week, we're running one called Switch to the Darkside. It comes to me from one of our subscribers and a good friend, Cory, otherwise known as Sith Lord Espy. And here's how the strategy works. It's actually pretty simple in theory. Okay, we're going to have a $100 don't pass bet down here. We're going to be off on the puck. When we get a point, let's roll the dice here. We get a point. Give me a second here. There's an 8 as the point. Cool. We'll take that bet down. Let the 8 and the don't pass, of course, be opened up. What we'll do, we'll take out of that money we pulled down. And again, we're at 480 across, so it's 3 units each. $50 into the don't. Okay? This will go back to our rack, obviously. We'll roll it again. That don't, well, let's pretend that didn't happen. We'll talk about that in a minute. It goes to the 6. Okay? The 6 will get paid $105. Where's my nickels? $105. And come down. We're going to lay the 6 now for enough to win $50. So $60 lay on the 6 and come back through with another DC bet. Hopefully that gets set somewhere. Well, I'm going to pretend like that didn't happen, but here we go. 6. Well, of course, there's going to be what goes on. There's the 8. Give me another damn number. 10. It goes to the 10. And again, that's going to get paid $150 and down. And we'll lay it for 100. The ideal case is you get 2 numbers, 2 don'ts, and your don't pass. Everything else comes back to you. Turn it all off or pull it all down. That's the setup of the strategy. You're going to get 2 hits, switch to the dark side. That's the name of the strategy. Now, as you saw, during the roll, other things are going to happen. You're going to pick these numbers off as you come out of the don't. You're going to have a PSO and lose the whole thing. The strategy is designed to be pretty resilient because now you're left with a case where you're going to win 100 here, 100 here, and 100 here. So even if you get picked off along the way, which, as you saw, can happen, you're going to walk out of here with, and by the way, if you get them all set up, we started out with 480 across, you're at 450, 460, 475, right? If the whole thing works out like it did, you're going to have your 480 essentially back in your rack, and you're playing the dark side, not for free, but damn close to it. And that's the idea behind the strategy. It's a cool little switch over from light side for a couple of rolls to dark side. The goal being to get 3 don't pass or don't bets set along the way. So again, not easy to pull off, right? I have been playing this now for a few days in practice, and I've had a tough time getting all 3 don't bets set ever because I tend to pick things off like you just saw. But I have also seen this thing to be very, very, very resilient as it's playing through. So let's give it a shot here. Here we go. I'm going to go to the other screen. If you want to go ahead and play along with me, please do get yourself in Crapsee. The code's there on screen. And yeah, jump on in, get yourself a rebuy, do what you're going to do. I'm starting at $5,000 and I'm trying to win 500. And that's the way it's going to be. Here we go. I'm going to start out with my $100 don't. I've got my dice. What are we going to use today? We used black yesterday. They worked okay for us. Let's shake it up though. Let's go with the light reds. These are pretty cool. These are like pearlescent reds. These are like, I don't know if you can see it. They're almost orange. They're so red, they're almost orange. They're really cool dice. I like these ones. Here we go. Coming out for roll 1 today. And the way this is going to work, I know this came up yesterday in chat. And I realize that there's a segment of you that think dice control or dice influence is a bunch of hooey, and that's fine. There's a bunch of you that think that dice control is super real, and that's fine. And a bunch of you think that both are probably true to some degree, and I suck at all of it. And that's probably the most true. What I do here is this. I'm throwing the stacked ones. So when I come out, I've got the ones stacked up and I do my little chopper toss. Okay? When the dice come, it looks like this in bigger dice. When the dice come back to me, whatever I roll, well, give me a different number. Whatever I roll, let's say it's 11, I just stack whatever comes back. I don't even care. Whatever happens down here, it doesn't matter to me. Stack the 6s. I'm not even setting the dice after I get the points set. Only on the points, when I'm in the don't, do I set the 1s. Only because sometimes I get more 1s and more 3 or more 2s and 3s. Other than that, I'm just setting what comes, and I'm just really working on a comfortable throw. So that's where that stands right now. So if there's any questions of what I'm setting, I only set dice on the come. That's it. Everything else is just whatever they come back, and that's it. I'm not going to try and fight City Hall here. Come out 7. See, again, my life. Welcome to my life. I've started this show. Boy, how many times are we on this? We've done, gosh, I don't know. How many shows have we done? 190 shows or 160 something shows. I'll bet you, I'll have to go back and look. I'll bet you over half of them, when I've been on the Don't Pass, I've started the show with a frickin' 7. Like, I literally start out 100 hours behind every single day. Like, it's my destiny. JB House at the Table feeling. It's feeling like it always feels. It feels like it wants me to start from behind and have to work harder than I should. Let's go back. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually put that in. So hold on a second. I was talking too much. I didn't put the number in. Yeah, it feels like I start from behind every day. Oh, I did put the 7 in. And hold on. It took my money. And we're back. Okay, sorry. I'm just yapping too much. That's an 8. 628. Excuse me. 628. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and do the 480 across minus the point. So it's 3 units across. Again, 2 hits while we're coming through the DC. That's the whole thing. So we'll accept that $75 rebuy. $25 across. So 3 units across and a $50 DC. Now here's the roll. This is the one of the rolls that you're endangered. There's 2 in a row here, but this one's going to be a rough one, right? We're going to have to get this DC set. 7 here is a soul crusher. Okay, here we go. Let's hope we can get it through. We got a 9, a 5, 4, 9. That's awesome. We got 2 don'ts set. Pardon me. Which yesterday proved pretty hard to do, actually. So 5, 4, 9. And then again, we're gonna take the 9, right? We get paid 105 as that number gets set, which is super cool. That 9 will come down. Don't need it. We're gonna lay the 9 for enough to win 50, so $75, and we're gonna go back in the DC, get a 3rd don't bet set. And hopefully it goes somewhere besides the 9 or the 8, right? Let's avoid those 2. Get a 3rd clean don't pass bet set, then all the bets come down and we start over again. We let the 7 be the guy. So let's go. We something better. We picked the 9 right off. Bummer. But Cory, who wrote the strategy, says, don't worry about it. Let the 3 don't bets kind of rain through. It's all good. 5, 4, 9. This thing will catch up to itself because at the end of it, you're going to have 3 don't bets out there. At the end of it, you're going to always pull $300 off the table, no matter what happens. It's a matter of, do you lose too much on the way to that? You're always going to pull the 3 don'ts down. We just want to see what happens along the way. Here we go. Give me something other than a 9 or an 8. Yesterday, we didn't see it one time. There's a 1, 2, 3, so we're going to catch back part of that loss. Yesterday, I think we never had one case where we got all 3 set. Well, we did, but we never got the clean. I want to see a clean run, like all 3 don't bet set and get the payment. You end up doing this shit a lot, where you're just kind of treading water and dinking around and it's not getting the thing to sort of get itself right, you know? Let's do it. That looks like a 5. Cool, we got 3 don't bet set, right? And again, we lost that 125 when we picked the 9 off. We're about to win 105 on that 5. So and we got the money on that ace deuce, right? So is that a 3-2 or 4-1-5? So as it turns out, we're even, right? And that's what he's saying. Like, this thing will make itself right on those bad outcomes, right? It'll end up being okay. Let's pull all the bets down. All the place bets are off. We're going to lay the 5 for $75. Now we've got a chance to win 300 on a 7. So although we didn't get paid on that second 9, we lost money. The 5 kind of covered it, and it ends up being all right. This thing ends up kind of covering for itself if you get a good run. Now we just need a quick 7, right? We can't be up here whacking on numbers all day long. So here we go. There's a 6. Excuse me. 516. I'll type that in for you. I got a little frog in the throat today. Yesterday, at work, I had a cover for a couple people, and I ended up doing about 6 hours of teaching yesterday. So I'm a little sore in the throat, so my apologies if I'm coughing or whatever. My voice isn't clear today. Here we go. Looking for big red, baby. Give me some big red action. There's another 1, 2, 3, but I'm not setting that, right? That's just coming up random. I'm just stacking what comes. So I'm not claiming anything about that one. It's just, rando. I don't think, I say this all the time with dice setting, right? If it works, great. What it does is it helps you maybe get an extra payment or two here and there, but I'm not crafting strategy play around it. There's a 9, so we're gonna pick off that 9, 5 and a 4. All right. Okay, 5, 4, 9. Now, what Cory was said to me, and maybe he'll be here this morning. Cory said to me over text yesterday, anytime you're down to 2 don'ts, you're coming back out of the don't. Anytime you're in the don't, you're coming across with the 480 across. Whoops. Decrease bets. You're always coming, and you're fully out there, except for the 2 points when you're in the DC. So the DC always has bets out there, and you always have 3 DCs. We're going to keep this thing moving. We're going to burn through some cash as we do this, but let's see what happens here. There's a 6, a 5, and a 1. So now this is going to go to the 6. We're going to get paid 105 coming out, which again, that 105 covers part of the 125 that we just lost on the 9, 516. So it'll kind of recycle itself through, and it sucked to lose the 9, but it only sucked for 20 bucks if you look at it that way. We'll put the odds up there on that. We'll take the bets down. Wish there was a way to turn just the place. I guess I could have turned those just off, I suppose. Next time I'll do that. Here we go. Let's get our 7 here and get all the bets paid. Let's get them all paid. There it is, 5-2. Sweet. That worked out, 5-2. Now you think about this. We're gonna be up, which is nice. 5-2-7. It would have been better had we not picked ourselves off the 9, right? That's an extra, whatever that we burned, 20 bucks or whatever. It would have been nicer not to have to do that, but we're okay. We're at 325 in profit. That's pretty good. We're inching our way along where we're supposed to be. Let's go one more run here and see if we can hit the $500 mark. Let's go for it. Here we go. Yeah, I see that too, CCC. JR changed his logo, right? We don't have that Bones Jones in the green. It's funny, when you say this, I'll put your comment up there. When I look at the comments, like I'm 100%, I know you all by the color of your icon, right? And like by the logo that I see. So I can glance at my chat and I can see who's here and like know instantly who's chatting. I think we've been at this long enough to know each other so well. But yeah, now that Jay has changed who he is, it's going to be harder to pick him out. Here we go. That's come out. And we got a 6, a 4, 2, 6, 4, and a 2. It's going to be our don't. It's not a lovely don't, but it's going to have to work, I suppose, right? All right, 4, 2, 6. There's that. Now we're going to go 50 bucks in the don't. Boom, boom. And we're going to go 100 across. 1, 2, 3 levels high. And that's it. Nice, right? Yeah, Cory highlights it out, right? One shooter made 300 bucks while losing the come out and picking off 2 bets, right? That totally happens. And like I said, if you don't have that come out 7, you're at Paycheck here, which is kind of cool. It's a pretty resilient little strategy. I mean, it works out pretty well. I have bankrupted myself a couple of times with, typical John shooting, but, every strategy has the holes and John will find them. Here we go. Coming out of that don't. Let's just not have a 7 here, right? That's the thing. 5-3. So now we're going to be fighting the 6 and the 8, which not ideal, but it is what it is. That's going to travel 5, 3, 8. And you can watch your bankroll here too and know where you are, because check this out. That's going to win 105. We're going to set that don't. We're going to pull the 8 down. And I want you to look. We're at 54.30 in the rack, right? We're essentially about to be at our paycheck. I'm gonna keep playing this thing out, of course, right? But you got to know at some point you're going to be at paycheck level and you can just be done. Okay, here we go. Matter of fact, well, let's talk about it if and when it happens. Here we go. Let's come up, get the second DC bet out. There's a 5, a 4-1-5. Now I want you to look at something. Let's have a little conversation here. I'm going to stop rolling for a minute. I want you to all think about, actually, I dare you all right now, live. Y'all know me so well right now. Answer my question in chat before I ask it, right? You know what I'm about to ask you. This is going to get set to the 5, 4-1-5. 5's going to pay 105. We're going to have our don't bets up there. I want you to look at my bankroll and tell me answer my question. What am I going to do here? Okay. Look at the bankroll. I'm going to pull all the bets down. Look at my set. I'm poised to win $300. I've got 535 in the bank, except for the don't pass down below. What should I do here? Let me ask you that. What do we do? The home run is set up, says Cory, right? Home run is set up. We're here to win $300 right now, right? Or I have the ability to pull every single bet down and I can place the 6 for $90 and take my $500 and GTFO. Ricky Lee says stop. JR22, my goal is $500. Stick with the plan. Cory says it's a home run, right? Darksider is saying be careful. Short rolls and PSOs are brutal, right? Seam Dice says leave the bets up and hedge my don'ts, right? I'm 100% here at paycheck, right? Thomas, I've got my paycheck. Stop, right? This is the difference between, and Ken will say this to you too, and I love Ken, right? This is where craps, and if you're going to play this way, is super freaking boring, right? You worked hard it's hard to get here. Yesterday you saw 60 rolls to get to the same spot that we're in right now. 60 rolls to get here. It's hard to win that 10%. If you're here to win 10%, you won 10%. What you got to do at this point is pull those odds down, right? Let's place the 5 for $40, right? We can place it for the full 50 if you want to, right? We can pull a full Ken here and place them both for the full amount, and I can place the 6 for $100, right? We can just hedge the whole freaking thing off and be done with it, right? We're guaranteed to pull 535 off this table right now, right? And if you're playing every day to win your 10% every day and you get your 10%, you have to walk. The other side of that is this. And I'm going to give you the counter argument as I roll the dice. The counter argument to that is this. If you're down, if you've lost a couple paychecks, or if you're in a spot where you have the chance to take the casino to the cleaners a little bit, and you do right here, you've got 3 bets, right, that are on the 7, which is what we're here for, right? You have 3 great bets against that are the house bets. That's what you want to be at. This might be the chance to make an extra $300 to kind of buffer your paycheck or buffer your master bankroll, right? You got to weigh that out. You got to weigh that out. And what's the worst that could happen, right? Maybe what you do is you hedge off the 6 and 8, leave the 5 sitting there, so you can win $100 on the 5. There's so many ways to play this out, and this is like the head games of this world we live in. We're gonna hedge it off. We're playing paycheck. We're gonna take the $500 and get the hell out of here. If I happen to roll a 7 right now, we're gonna go, oh my God, you left $300 on the table. True, but you have to have this conversation with yourself. I think this is the time to be, and there it is, 527. Perfect example, right? We got scared or we got smart, one of the two, right? We either made the biggest scared play or the biggest smart play. Doesn't matter, right? Had we left our bets out there, that's a $300 roll for us, right? That's a $300 roll. That's great, okay? As it turns out, we're going to it's all going to be even Steven, and here we come, right? We're going to take all our money back and be out of here, 527, and we're going to wrap our paycheck up and be done, right? And hey, we won, right? We did our thing, and we're out of here with our paycheck, 535 in profit, and we're done for the day. Did your work. Had I picked off the 5 or the 6 or the 8 during that little run right there, guess what? It's an extra 30 or 40 bucks in the rack, right? Had we left them out there exposed, that's $300 that we gave it away, right? Which could be the dumbest thing or the smartest thing. And you have to think about it. You got to think about, what do you want to do? What's your goal, right? My goal today was $500. Hit the goal, get the hell out of there, right? Be done. You got to be done with it if that's your actual goal, okay? There are going to be days where you're in this situation like we just were, and you go, well, there's a chance here to pull some extra money out, right? And if we pulled extra money out, the $300, now you can go back and do something different. You can lock up half of that and whatever else. There's lots of options there for you. We chose the safer option today, which is to get out. So let's celebrate our win. Our paycheck 10%, nice and easy today. Worked out pretty well. We got a good kind of miracle run for us. And here we go. Let's go ahead and all right, we're cool. We're back. Now, let's play. Cory says now John gets to go Franken strategy. I'm going to roll for like another 10 minutes or so. It's only 7:30. I didn't finish my coffee yet. So let's do like another shooter or two. And I do want to do Franken strategy. One little thing in it. And because we're on Missouri week, let's do this. Let me go ahead and get my don't pass out there. I'll show you what I'm going to do kind of as I go here. It's going to be essentially the same strategy. I just want to make one little change to it, and I'll show you that is when we get in there. Here we go. We're going to come out. Puck is off. Let's go. Let's get a new point here from that don't pass. I'll explain what I was thinking as I go. There's a 6, a 4-2-6. All right, there we are. We're on the 6. We're going to go across. Sorry, let's do this here. Off the betting. 4-2. Come on there. 4-2-6. What I got to do, I was thinking about this. We're going to go to the Coffee and Craps pretty soon. I need to put on this show a link or the Crapsee code for that show because we're going to do the YOLO here. I should probably advertise that here so y'all can find it. All right, we're on the 6. Let's go across. 1, 2, 3 units across. I'm going to grab the 6 too, though. I know Cory doesn't like this, but I'm going to grab the 6 and I'm going to come out of the don't. Same thing, right? Same strategy. I'm just going to let the point be hit and I'm going to pull basically a skill 66 off on the inside. We're going to run the inside press and pull as our way. Instead of just saying 2 hits and out, I'm leaving all those bets up for 2 rolls. We're going to take 2 hits on the box and I'm going to full press it as best as I can. Okay. Ideally we get the inside, but I may press across. Let's go. Yes, I'm leaving him here. I'm going to leave him here because when the DC comes, I'm going to let that DC get paid as it gets set. There's an 8, 6, 2, 8. So watch this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to attack the box for 2 rolls. If we get lucky, if not, we're going to burn $400, right? Or $500. It's fine. 6, 2, 8. This is more aggressive version of it. There's an 8, 105. I'm going to drop $5. We're going to get an inside press. We're going to press the inside by 110. Okay. Boom, boom. Inside press. It's basically a skill 66 on the inside. Let them all sit there. Another DC bet comes out. Whoop, not $5, $25. Let them all sit. Let's catch something besides a 6 or an 8 here. That would be ideal if I can do it. Anything but a 6 or an 8. Oh, we got a freaking 7. All right, so we're going to lose. Oh, I didn't put the odds up there. Sorry, odds on the 6. My bad. I'm going to put those up. Post bet them. The 6 will win 100. The don't pass will win 100. We're going to lose 480 plus 50 coming out. So we're going to lose 530. We're going to lose a total of 330. That's what's going to happen here. The difference is I didn't pull the 6 and 8 down like Cory would have done, or you probably would have done. So I'm losing extra money here. But if I pull this move off, you'll see why. And again, it's an aggressive move. It's just a more aggressive way to play it. Let's go. And it also highlights, I think, also how hard it is to get 2 inside hits. Getting 2 inside hits is it's yeoman's work to do that. Here we go. We've lost some bankroll. Right, we lost $300. I'm not worried about it. Here we go. Let's come on out. Let's get our ones up top and let's do this. Let's do it. We'll do another shooter or 2 or 10 minutes-ish, whatever happens first. There's a 6, 4, 10 on the end. Good. That's a great point. I might even put some odds on that son of a gun. 6, 4, 10. 6 and a 4. And again, we're going to go 3 units across. Let it sit there. I'm going to use the full across. I want to get 2 hits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Here we go. Looking for 2 hits on the box. We're going to do a full press as we go. That's the whole thing. And then I'm going to do what the strategy does. I'm just going to leave the box numbers up and hammer them on the first hit. That's the only difference of what I'm doing and what Cory's basic strategy is. 3, 3, 6. Super stiff again today. Slept bad again last night. Or I slept good, I guess. I didn't really roll over. So you get those nights where you're on your arm and don't ever move. Okay, there we go. There's $50. And don't. We got paid coming out. Let's do one more. Full press. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. There's the 110 inside press from the 105 hit. Let's go. Yeah, I one of those nights where I don't think I moved and my arm is killing me now. Here we go. There is a 9. That's perfection. 639. So we hit a pressed up 9 at 100. So it's an extra little bit of juice coming out. And then the same deal as before, right? 639. We're going to put the odds on that 9, and we're going to roll a 7, and we're going to walk out of here a winner. So that's my Franken strategy, Cory. I'm just literally going to press up the inside, leave everything up, and hope for the best, right? That's basically it. I should have left him out there, I guess, but there it is. Another consideration to make would have been this, and maybe what I'll do is I'll put those back. Let's put them back. I want to show you something. I'm going to go 75, like they were, and 100, 100, 100, 100. And I'm going to leave them off. We're going to say place bets are off. Let them be off, and we'll lock that. And the reason why I'm going to do this, we're going to let the don't be the thing. If we 7 out and come back out, we'll leave the place bets at the same level. Let's just have some fun and leave those place bets up like the mind. We'll just never pull those sons of guns down. There's a 5-1-6. So check it out. We're going to lose our 6. This is going to be really dumb and aggressive, but what the hell? 5-1-6. We're going to get picked off up there. 5-1. 5-1-6. We're going to come out with another $50 don't. And again, whenever you're in the don't, place bets are on. So now their place bets are jacked up from before. Let's leave them jacked up. Let's leave them up. There's a 9. Is that we pick off our freaking 9? We did. We picked off our 9. But we had 125 in the 9. We're going to get paid 140 when we go to it. That actually ends up making me $15. It's not ideal, but I'll take it. Let's keep this cycle going. 3 odds. Oh, 2 in the don't. Come on. Let's put this one on the 4. Let's go down to the 4 with this don't bet. There's an 8. 5-3. All right, we got 3 don'ts again. So that $50 goes out. 140 comes into the rack. We'll turn the place bets off. 5-3. Just make those box numbers kind of a money machine. Okay. So we could actually press them again, right? We could take that 110 that we just got from that second 8 there and get another inside press for 110, right? That's kind of fun. Turn the place bets off. We probably should have pressed the first one, the 9, not the 8. But here we go. I probably did that backwards. I probably should have done the first one first. All right. Odds are set. Place bets are off. Let's catch a 7. Let's catch big red right here, huh? Let's catch big red right here. Darkside are well said. There's a 5. 4-1-5. When you're playing for a paycheck, you better play smart. Right? You cannot be extra aggressive when you're paycheck playing. It's a whole thing. You could lose all those don'ts for sure. And then you're starting back over again. And I did it the other day, right? We were at like 4 and change, and we kept playing for another $100. And you end up getting picked. And before you know it, you're down 300. Right? It's hard to make a paycheck. You got to do it. I think you got to go. So here we go. Oh, and you're saying stop discipline. So let's talk about this. I'm only playing for fun now. This is not paycheck play. I'm just playing for fun. This is 100% having a good time after we made the paycheck. I'm already home, dude. I already made the paycheck and we're home. I'm just playing because we have a half an hour to kill. So this is 100% me showing you an option and having some fun. This is not my paycheck. This is strategy crafting, as skill would call it, or theory crafting. We're just monkeying around and having a good time here. So this is no money at risk because I'm not actually playing. It's a figment of your imagination. There's that 12. We're going to talk about that 12 later on today, actually, because we're going to play a little bit of a, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll do the do we don't. And I think Skill wants me to try something with that. The 12 is going to be a factor in that strategy. Here we go. How about my 7? Where's my 7? Oh, man, I picked the 9 again? Really? 6, 3, 9? You son of a gun. Picked it off again. 6 and a 3. All right. Well, you know the rules. You know the rules. When we're coming out of the don't, place bets are on, and they are jacked. The place bets are jacked right now. This is kind of a scary roll, right? But we're jacking them up on these wins coming out of the DC. This is what I don't want to see, a 7. I'll look at a 7 later, but I want to look at a 7 right now. Here we go. Let's avoid disaster. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. There's a 314. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. 314 is going to pay us $150. Yes. Yes, yes. I love it. So we're going to take that 150 that we just won. 100 of that's going to go on as odds on the 4. 25 goes onto the 4 and the 10 as place bets. We're going to turn the place bets off and let those 3 don't pass bets win me $300. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Come on, 7. There's aces. Oh, man. Too bad I wasn't in the DC. One and a 1. There we go. All right. Let's go, Big Red. Let's go, Big Red. Here we go. Yeah, and Cory, make sure you understand what I'm doing here. I'm not actually playing, right? This is just fun time. This is just super fun time. This is not like actual paycheck play. I'm just like, I want to see what this option looks like played out, right? I want to see what this option looks like played out. I would play this way until we get another paycheck. Like, let's pretend we were at 5,000, right? Right now we're at 55.11, right? Let's see what happens here. Let's see how we do. 2 for a small, or 2-1 for a small. I'm not even looking at that. Yeah, I just want to see if this aggressive way of doing it gets us there. Those aces, that roll, it's not a 1-2. It looks like a 1-2, but I rolled this die coming out of the corner, so it's not actually aces. Sorry. There we go. It was aces, not a 1-2. But yeah, I just wanted to run this out live and just give it a chance to play this way with live dice. This is definitely not me burning my profits. This is me just farting around having some fun. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, short rolls will kill this one for sure. There's an 8. So again, we're going to lose. We're going to lose it. We're going to get picked off again. I'm picking myself off good here. That's a huge bummer. 6, 2, 8. All right. Here we go, Mr. Aggressive. Mr. Aggressive, he's burned all his money. We got nothing to show for it. We're coming out of the don't. We're going to leave our place bets on. We're either going to make a nice little hit here on the way out, or we're going to lose it all. Let's go. Let's go. Not a good throw. Oh, boy. Oh, man. That's a bummer. There's a yo, 6-5. 6-5, yo. That's the tall, if you're keeping score at home. 6 and a 5. That is the tall. Let's go back out. Here we go. There's the 4. We're going to lose. Boy, oh boy, what a shooter we have. What a shooter we have here. What a great shooter. We're going to pick off the 4, but check it out. We're going to win $200 on the hit, right? Is that a 3-1? We're going to lose 150 up top. We're going to pick up all of that as the don't bet gets set. So I'm not really that concerned. Let's go back in the don't. We're trying to get, now the problem with this, Cory, is I get here all the time where I'm trying to get 2 more don't bets set. It's hard to get the don't bets all set. I find that you get into a rhythm like this, and sometimes you can't get 3 don't bets, as hard as this is. Here we go. We're still exposed. I'm leaving the bets all on, right? I don't want big red yet. There's a 6. 4, 2. Again, we'll get paid on the 6 coming out, and now we'll turn the place bets off. 4, 2, 6. Oh, I should now bump them up, right? This is the time to bump them up. But I'm going to take that 175 to the rack because we have to recover from that earlier loss. Now we're at $60 on the lay. Place bets are off. Still looking for a point of 10. You all looking for the ace deuce? If I can throw me an ace deuce, we're going to be great. Here we go. There's a 7. 5, 2, 7. That's perfection. All the bets are off. We don't get the small, but we catch our 7. I'm down with that. 5, 2. 5, 2, 7. Those bumped up place bets really helped us recover the lost DCs, right? And we're out. That's it. Everything comes down, and we're out. Another 371 in the rack. Now, that was super aggressive. We picked off ourselves, 4 times up in there? You know, those 4 pickoffs end up becoming ties. When you have the bets pressed up like I did, we picked the 9, we won $20. We picked the 8, we won $30. We picked the 4, we reinvested it, we won, I think, $15 on that one, right? So that's why, in the end, the 3 7s getting paid only earned you $300 because all along the way, we were tying ourselves coming out of the don't. We kept tying as we're getting picked off, which means it covered itself as it came, which was cool. That's what I like about having all the across bets on, is that it covers your pickoffs on the don't instead of pulling down the point and the other one. That's the reason why I do that. I think that worked better for me yesterday, and it's worked better for me in practice to do it this way than to take the don't points down while I'm coming out of the DC. A little bit of a volatility increase, but it does ensure that those don'ts are clean later on. Anyway, that's my little Johnny tweak to it. It's fun. It's a good strategy, Cory. This thing it's resilient. As you can see, we picked off how many numbers there, and we still came back okay. So I like it. It's a fun one. And that's it, folks. It's 7:43. Let me go make some coffee and have a Pop-Tart, and I will see you all downstairs for coffee and craps at 8:05. We're going to work. I think today we're working the 66 a little bit harder, and then tomorrow we're going to do some other plays. We're going to introduce a different play from skill, talk about some mid-mo yo action, and maybe on Thursday have them both on to talk about the great state of Missouri. So with that said, I'm out. I'll see you all in about 15. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless y'all, and I'll see you in about 15, 20 minutes. Bye.